Coming up on this episode.
Man, Maine is weird, guys.
We're the captains, dude.
It all makes sense now.
I can see blood.
Mick picks through the many shelves on his cottage wall. He appears to be looking for something, tossing aside an assortment of magical knickknacks as he does. There you are, he says, triumphantly holding a single slice of an old pickle, saved away for a rainy day. After a deep sniff, he swallows it whole. Returning to the dragon chess game he appears to be playing with himself. Far to the east, the penumbra hovers above Zenod's old vessel. After making their way through the blizzard, the party found Zenod, unfortunately dead, though he left a recording rod with his final words and a bit of skyshard that should allow Archy to access all of Zenod's old research. After some debate on what to do with his body and ship, we cut to just after Phosphorus has installed that bit of skyshard into Archy's head. It slots in. There's kind of a stream of blue light that kind of runs from his head down the rest of him, and then he just sits there.
I'm gonna back up.
Mm-hmm. Close his head. Yeah.
Does it work? You remember anything?
He says in a distinctly different tone of voice. It still kind of sounds similar, but not as ahoy, obviously. He says, yes, it did work.
How are you feeling? I would like to use Glad Hand to make an impression.
You already have a positive.
Does it work? I didn't know if it counts because he's different or...
I will tell you, he still knows.
He knows who we are.
And is positive towards you.
Okay, cool.
What is your most recent memory?
My most recent memory is you installing.
Okay, before that, when you were you.
I awoke in Zenod's study.
Okay.
Do you remember anything before awakening?
No, I do not gain his memories. I was confused before.
What did you gain?
His knowledge.
Okay.
That he accrued. He's dead.
Yes.
I'm his last will.
And what are you supposed to do?
Uncover the secrets of the Androphen. More realistically, assist others in doing so.
Well, I believe right now that is our goal as well.
What would you like to know?
That's what you want to be doing?
Yes.
Okay. We've had that whole discussion before in the past.
All we really know is that there's some door that we need to get past. It appears to be his big stopping point. What does that entail?
He called it a door. From what I understand is it is a black sheet of metal that opens, but it does not look like a door. In the conventional sense, he motions. His movement was already pretty fluid, but now it's indistinguishable from if one of you just motioned to the door or whatever. Before it was good for a construct. Now it's just normal movement. But yeah.
Does that black metal ring any bells? To any material I've seen before or we've seen before?
Well, anyone can roll crafting.
-2.
It went really well last time. Unnatural 20.
Natural 20 for a 33.
Hey, I'm catching up. You just wait. Sorry. You took my magic. I'm going alchemist next season.
Outside of something which is possible, because you are dealing with something that not a lot of their history is known in detail, obviously. Outside of that, your most likely guess is adamantine, the hardest metal in the world.
I miss mine.
Especially described as smooth and such. It's,
so heavy and so comfortable.
Yeah.
God damn it.
It's probably adamantium.
Oh, man.
Too soon.
Good news. You can maybe make some armor out of it.
I don't think we'll be able to harvest it.
Yeah, that might be difficult getting the door itself.
How do they do it? The other people who made your armor?
Probably with other adamantine?
Power tools.
I don't know. I'm not the crafter. I just wore it.
That's fair.
Well, we'll
Do you-
see. Maybe we can do that.
The
Or we could sell it and actually pay our crew.
The construct that he used to, or he made to
Quiet,
drill
he's
through the
right
door, was he made to drill through the adamantium?
I do not have information on the constructs he made.
It's probably the knowledge that he put before he left, wasn't it?
I have information on the Androphan.
Well, I guess start from the beginning.
Okay. It's a lot, so I'm going to summarize.
We get some cookies from Menastir's oven.
Well, actually, no. I'll do it in character, because otherwise this is just going to be me reading notes. And
It's
feel
easier
like
to take
that's-
notes from NPCs. than
Yeah, I
you.
feel like that's
No offense.
infinitely more boring than like actual genuine conversation with the NPC and you guys when you guys have questions on stuff. But yeah, sorry.
I
Yeah.
hand out hand cooked croissants
Okay.
as
Oh.
we.
And teat. Nice.
Archie doesn't eat, but
I shove it in his
I
face
take
and
his.
smush his.
you pop the
I imagine
thing
a
out and it
screen
breaks.
for a face.
Done. He doesn't. Well, one of the fundamental things Zenod hypothesized is about Androphan society as it was and may still be. Androphan don't conventionally have names. They have designations. This is normally a string of Androphan letters followed by 1 to 3 numbers. However, single-digit designations normally have a 5-letter word related to their function, as opposed to 5 seemingly random letters for 2 or 3 digits. Androphan society follows a strict chain of command, with the number of numbers in an Androphan designation determining their place in that chain. Single digits are the leaders, double digits report 2 single digits and watch over larger groups of triple digits. The single digits report to Elsif, all of the celestial bodies, Yalden, the sun, Elsif, the sky moon or the blue moon, Manir, the blood moon or the red moon, and Uzek, the silver or the white moon, are talked about in reverence, though Elsif is the most prominent, and they are all referred to as living beings, or at least as someone would refer to something like that, not as a celestial body, though he hypothesizes that could be just how the Androphans speak about things they hold in such high regard. I have more. Just let me know when you're ready. He looks to everyone taking notes.
That makes sense. Yeah, we're all just getting the
Yeah, I would.
croissant butter all over our notebooks.
Oh, God.
Spilling
Careful.
tea on my pages.
Baptiste will kill me. Those are very expensive butter knives.
Okay. When were those societies a thing? I imagine a long time ago, but how long are we talking here?
It is unknown, though he hypothesizes, as many others do, they played a part in the creation of Aelios, which in turn means an untold amount of time. No one is for certain when things came to be how they are.
Are ones that are around today also around back then?
It is assumed so. There is no known way for reproduction.
Is there a known way for creation?
Assumedly,
Yeah.
though Zenod has not discovered any specifics.
Do you know why here, of all places? On this floating island? Why would they
They are...
be here?
Zenod believes they are everywhere. Or at one point were. He thinks that here is a treasure trove because it is relatively untouched. It has not been settled.
Could it have some that are dormant in there?
Yes, that leads me to bunkers, which is the rough translation for what the Androphan refer to their homes. It is unclear if these bunkers serve a purpose beyond being a home base of sorts, but Zenod thinks that is what is behind the door, though what that looks like and what its function is unknown, other than what Zenod hypothesizes.
Did he find out any more information on the what was the substance that they gained fuel from?
Foundation.
I knew I didn't think Renestier would know, but
Okay, yeah.
I-
Well, I mean, that was Archie
okay.
saying it.
Yes, that. Did he garner any information as to why they gain life, assumedly, from it?
No. Well, it is to them what, and he just kind of looks to all of you in general, what food, water, air is to you.
So foundation's like a croissant. It all makes sense now.
What other designations did Zenod, or did he find any designations for androids?
Specifically single-digit ones?
Yeah.
With names? Yes. 3. Nope. 2. I read the line that was about the digits, the 3 digits. 2. TERRA BLADE. Terra Blade. Those are different ones, obviously. They'd be followed by single digits. It is also, through inference, it is assumed that there are only 10 of each of those, obviously, because there's only 10 single digits in the Androphan numeric, or just in numbers. 0 through 9. Zenod is unsure if the exact number for the single digits has any meaning other than identity.
Did Zenod look at any androids that are currently operating in the world, or just ones of the past?
No, he has not found any living androids as much as he wanted to.
I guess my question also is, now that I mean, you said you've retained some of his knowledge, but your general demeanor has definitely adjusted to more, I guess, something like a more flesh and blood creature, not as a robotic. And I sort of motion, like, in the way I'm speaking. Did you gain more than just knowledge?
I gained clarity into who I am and what I am in the death of my creator.
Well, would you like to continue saying stuff about Androphan?
Yes.
You just got stopped short, so.
Other things. The Androphan refer to automatons as items or tools, not as living entities, which does correlate to the believed theory that they were such things for the Androphan when they shaped Helios. The last thing I can think of importance is a strange material that is used to magically store and transfer information to a degree that is unseen in other materials. It's black, opaque, and crystalline. Though again, Zenod was unsure where this material comes from or how it is used in detail, whether it is naturally occurring or something made by the Androphan or something gifted from Elsif or whatever.
Did he find it, or just in his readings read about it?
Bits and pieces, yes. Never in a functioning state. But from what he understood, it could be used to do many things in regards to storing and transferring information.
Does this sound like the communication crystals that we
100%. Yep.
Yeah. That's what I thought. Do we still have any of those? I remember we took some, right? At some point?
I think we gave them.
We've ran into like just enough that I'm like, I feel like we have, but maybe
I guess
not.
I've been confused because I thought like the little tablet with the arrow, I thought that was a communication crystal thing.
It's just
That's
like
why I was really confused last time when we got that little tablet and you're like, it's gray.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't remember those
Those are more
being
stone-like, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
I thought they
stone.
were the same
I
thing,
mean, they
but
look
now
like
that I
stone,
know they're
guess you
different.
know. Yes. Yep. But that is an important distinction. Apparently, they have devices that are, or they have this material. Androphan constantly uses material that store and transfers information incredibly well. Why is the tablet made of stone then? Is like, that's at least something to like think about, I guess.
These crystals we all saw are pretty small.
Not all of them.
Yeah, some of them are like a decently sized painting,
Yeah.
but that's where the stuff showed up on. But
There's like a big one at the secret lab in Koi, right?
There were
and
smaller
there was-
ones. That's
there
how.
was a big one in Wakuzana.
Well, it's also that's how it started in Wakuzano. Was I found one with a death dust dealer, or
Yep.
shattered remains of one at least.
Yep. Anything else you guys kind of already vaguely know and stuff? It's believed at some point Elsif betrayed the Androphan to some degree, which also kind of led in turn to Lady Laura and Utanam. Utanam or Utanam? I should probably look that up. But anyways, those two freeing their people, essentially, the automatons gaining sentience.
Do we know? I guess no. We already know the answer to that question. Is I don't know. Is there? Do we remember who was left with the remains of those crystals at all? Just because I do have a way to send letters back to Wakuzana.
Oh yeah, they
so
could.
in my thought, I was like, if I could, it'd be
yeah.
like
Honestly, it's probably the assembly.
Well, actually, they'd probably be with the Red Wardens.
Oh.
We
Just
pawned those
because
off
it's
a
like-
long time ago. That armor was not cheap.
So Anzai would probably be the person to go to about that. They probably also had assistance from the assembly, but like as far as like, yeah, one of the two. Both of those places would probably know where they are. But you're right. A lot of the magical things are stored at the assembly as well.
Do you have sending?
no, I just have a magic item.
Oh,
I
okay.
can write letters back to Marcy, but I can tell her to go do things.
I have sending if you guys ever need to
Send
send some back.
How far does that go?
I guess planet
Planetary,
wide.
yeah.
Oh, sweet.
I
We
would
can just use that.
imagine to keep things much more like interconnected. Realistically, the Red Wardens would assist in sealing away any like magical items of import. So
Yeah,
they probably worked
sure.
with the assembly just so it's not these like separated.
Yeah.
Factions.
I didn't say it in those terms, but that's what I was getting at.
Gotcha.
Yeah, they would work collaboratively to do that. The reason why that wasn't the case before is because everyone was like, fuck the secret police.
Yeah.
But now
What's-
they're not a secret police.
What's her name again under the assembly? Well,
Wander?
Wander. Yeah.
Yeah.
We should have. If Wander hasn't taken a look at those crystals yet, I think she should. I'm sure the past 3 years, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I can give you that information. You guys were there for 3 years. It feels like that would be something you guys would know, right? Like the assembly and the
Yeah,
wardens.
and we
would
don't have
looked
to
into it.
dive deep on them, but maybe just
Yeah.
something we
That-
told someone to look into.
Yeah.
And then get a detailed
It would
description.
probably. I mean, that would be probably part of sealing away the magic items is cataloging what they do.
Yeah. So essentially, the gist of what it is that they're from what it looks like, incredibly hard to trace and incredibly hard to block communication. Wander kind of talked about how if one of these was in the basement of the assembly, she kind of calls it, with all of their wards, it would probably still communicate to the crystal it's with. So it's like an undeniably, or it's like a very hard to block form of magic communication. She theorizes like that's the big selling point to this thing. But not like she's a salesman, but you know what I mean. Like communication that can work under almost any circumstances is very valuable. Outside of that, she would kind of come to similar conclusions that Archie has kind of talked about of unknown origin of what this material is. She doesn't know anything like it. Clearly, it has magical properties. It is both inherently magical and has magic imbued in it. But in terms of like, she's never seen anything like it before specifically, and she does not know of a process that would result in a material like that, or even how you would go about taking the raw material and making it do this thing.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like it just like is like this. It seems like it was something that, for lack of a better term, magically programmed to do this.
Yeah. Okay. That was going to be my question. Does it seem naturally occurring or?
Yeah. I mean, on all accounts,
It's a guess.
your
either
probably
way, but
best guess is that it's not naturally occurring, because at this point someone would have probably stumbled upon it if it just like happened in the world, right? But yeah. Anything else?
So what's next for you, buddy?
I have never been employed. Do I have time off to grieve?
Yes.
I mean, I would recommend not leaving the ship.
Yes.
you can forego your duties for.
But yes, we'll
time
get
you need
things.
to
We can get
grieve.
it covered. We'll call around your coworkers, see who's open to pick up a shift.
Technically speaking, that's your responsibility.
Yeah.
2 weeks before you do it. But
Also, you don't start accruing paid time off till 6 months, so
And you're actually not being paid.
and you might
so-
not ever acquire payment because we're broke. But
and also if we need to lose some bulk, you're gonna.
Really need to stop admitting that.
that we're broke. Well,
this whole time, I was under the
he's a
assumption we
joke.
weren't broke.
I would like to see him, if possible.
That can be arranged.
Yeah, come with me.
Okay.
That was a quick arrangement.
Yep. Oh, we did it. You're welcome, everyone.
I mean, he's just
Yeah.
he's
just
sitting in
in the
my
other-
office
Yeah.
chair. We can go.
I didn't know if we were going to be like, hey, maybe we should talk about this, but he's like, all right.
It is quite literally across the
Yeah,
hall.
he's literally the next door.
Pack your things. It'll take a few days to get
I more
there.
so meant in case somebody
Yeah.
was going to be like, hey, well, maybe we talk about this. But
Yeah.
no, it's-
Yeah.
all right.
He'll go in there with you.
I've seen enough bodies, I guess, by now. I'm just not.
Yeah.
There's just things
no big
to
deal.
me.
Yeah, they're just objects.
But yeah,
Like the
he'll
automatons.
go, he'll go in there with you, Eamon. I don't know if anyone else wants to go. No reason to.
No, not really.
but yeah.
Seems like a bummer.
It's like the morgue thing where like you slide like the body drawer out, you know.
He
but
just
it's a-
made
under the
one
bed.
But it's a
specifically for him.
No, there was one built in here just in case.
Yeah.
It's a short one for like a dwarf, but
Or in case you wanted to embrace your inner vampire and
So
could
wait,
I
in a
have
coffin.
we built
done
one just
some
in
kind
case,
of
but
like
only dwarf sized.
there hasn't been much time, so maybe before we. It's so cold, but he's starting to warm up. Is embalming a necessary thing when he's on the ship because it's not cold?
I mean, we could also just make a hatch so like air from the outside can.
I think just dangle
The
him out
stench
the
of
window.
death is like pretty pungent. It'll go through.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If we open up the air, it'll cool down the room enough. This is what
My
I'm saying. We
office.
should keep him like
It's cold.
on deck so he
Hey,
freezes.
All I'm saying is you're the one that wanted to
You
bring
just
the
put
body.
you just put a giant warm orb on the deck.
Are we against cremating him?
I think
I think
we're supposed to take him back.
I think
to
it's been recent enough. It won't be a problem. But if
Yeah.
that's the thing, I will do medicine stuff later and try
Yeah.
to do some kind of embalming.
That's probably a problem to solve once a day goes by or something.
yeah, not like
in that
20
day.
minutes. or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
yeah.
So I'll go in and like be like, do you want time alone with?
Yeah, he just
Zenod?
nod.
Okay. I actually don't even just like pull the drawer out. I'm just like, just open that and I'll be outside.
Okay, yeah. He shuts the door and you hear it slide out. Do you listen?
You got elf ears.
I do,
I
but
think you could avoid listening.
I probably wouldn't try to spy on him.
Okay.
No. That doesn't seem like something I would be motivated to do right now.
Cool. But yeah, about 5 minutes go by. He comes back out.
That was a quick grief.
How are you?
Confused.
Is there anything I can help explain or no?
I don't think you could explain it.
Okay.
I need to cry, but do not have the capability to do so.
Well, I mean, if you need a space to do that, you can go in my quarters for a while, however much time you need. I know before this we didn't quite have a room for you, but if you need some private space, you're more than welcome to use my room.
I have a bed even though I do not need it.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll go lay down for the first time.
That tends to help me. It's worth a try, perhaps. If you need anyone to talk to, or there's writing materials in there, if you need to write something down or whatever you need, we'll try our best.
He'll just go to his room.
My room.
No, I think he has an actual bed.
Yeah, he'll go to his room.
He has a room? I thought it was always just like in the engine room.
No,
No, he is
I'm in the engine
bunking
room.
with Mango and Dreamy Snow.
Okay.
Yeah.
So can I reckon that and say, if you need a place to be alone that's not in a room full
Yeah,
of
yeah,
people,
yeah.
you can go in my room.
For sure. Yeah, he'll probably go to your room then. Yeah, I forgot Dreamy
Just
Snow.
all of a sudden, like
Yeah.
this, ahoy, it's just like laying down sadly in the room.
I don't know if he's saying ahoy anymore.
No, I know. That's what I'm
But yeah,
saying. Last time they saw him, he was that.
He'll go there. What's next?
I'm going to go to the engine room and start figuring out how to make an arm.
I'll come back into the captain's
for Gil?
quarters.
Okay.
What time of day is it?
It is around noon.
So
That'd be
Diego and
day.
I's shift has started.
Yeah, I guess that'd be in my room.
Actually, I'd go find Gil first.
Okay.
Before that, can we chat for just a couple seconds before we leave the captain's quarters?
Yeah, all
I guess
four
if
of
I'd
you.
step back in.
No.
That's okay. You can be gone if you want to.
Beulah hasn't seen the body yet, has she?
No.
I would go to her.
Okay.
Before that,
Can we do the group thing real quick
No.
first? You go in, everyone just goes to leave.
I'll stay. I don't.
Thanks.
This is my room, actually.
I can't leave.
Not letting you take this from me.
So, at what point do you think we pursue the direction in which that tablet is pointing? Is that the plan for the next
I
step?
think now. I think it has a very limited range, and we don't want to
I think
lose
we'd
it.
lose it for sure, considering I don't think we'd be able to find this boat again now that we've taken the one source of findability and
So we
upkeep.
leave now.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would say
I just
so.
didn't know if the crew needed after the news. We need half a day to stay here and arrange things, or if we're good to. I mean, if we're good to travel, we're good to travel immediately. But
maybe we wait till.
the crew has worked a day loading stuff up from the.
Well, I figure maybe we just wait till the night shift starts and then get going then. That way it's Vress.
Fresh folks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just the two that I'd be worried about in this moment would be Beulah and Archy, and
Yeah.
we'll
That's a
take
good
care of
point.
Archie's position, but we can get going when Vress has eyes
Cool. Could you
on the
let
navigation.
I mean, I guess we're going up anyway soon, but if you could let everyone know, I mean, I guess it'd be
Yes,
something to communicate.
I'll inform the crew.
Okay.
You guys already had a crew meeting where you talked about Zenod.
Mm-hmm.
Just to
Yeah.
clarify. But you can tell everyone about the plan for
Yeah,
going
when we're
forward for
leaving.
that stuff. But yeah.
I would say during once this is over, if this talk's over, I'll go try to do some kind of embalming for the body.
Yeah.
Whether that's some kind
For
of
sure.
wrap or some
Just
kind of drain the blood stuff with that
preservation,
weird stuff they
yeah.
do it. I'm just kidding. Whatever it would be. I don't
Yeah.
know enough to actually
Yeah.
know it. but-
Explain it. But yeah. Why don't you give me a medicine check?
Cool.
What is everyone else doing? Are we going forward with the plan that you guys are going to head out around night shift?
Sure.
Yeah, so I'll go inform the crew that that's the plan.
Okay.
But I will put a caveat of if anybody has objections, just let me know. So if anybody's no,
You say tough shit. We're paying you.
Yeah, I mean, no one would really have.
are we?
Well,
We're gonna tell you.
we can't use that yet.
Well, we did get a lot of mithril, which I think we're going to sell.
Yeah,
The best boss is we'll pay you.
I will
someday."
say Gil would offer to continue to stay on until you guys are back, or until something he can't. He doesn't really know what it entails. Is the whole ship going?
I was
are you guys setting out?
thinking on the whole ship.
What?
I thought we were taking the whole ship
it's
to the location.
crew.
Oh, okay.
We're going.
Well, then he would just offer to be Archie's spot on the night shift.
Oh,
Yeah, that works.
He probably couldn't do it literally for 24 hours.
Archie's spot is literally
He's
just
just-
security.
Yep, yeah, which is what Gil does.
I'm going to be honest. I think maybe for now you just
Stay ready.
rest
and stay ready.
Just rest and stay ready. Between the rest of us, we'll be fine
Alrighty,
with security. And Vress is on the night shift.
fair enough.
Just don't
I
forget.
just don't want you to overwork.
If you do work, don't forget to fill out the overtime slips. We need to figure out if you're taking comp or,
I thought you were gonna say just don't forget services on 10 day, so be there.
Yeah.
He has pamphlets.
I did hear you were interested in backup basis.
Yeah.
Our HR department is also pushing his religion. I don't know how well
Hey,
that
welcome
works.
to the
religion is welcome. Mine just better.
Can I try to
other-
assess during my shift the after the news of Zenod passing? Can I just try to kind of passively above deck, below deck, just see the general morale?
Mm-hmm.
Of
Did you
the
roll
whole
medicine
crew.
check?
I did. Sorry, 17.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, that's a pretty basic. You can do some pretty basic standard practice stuff to preserve the body. I mean, it probably wouldn't keep for weeks, but assumably to get this back to Outpost 1 or wherever you're going, you would have plenty of time.
Okay.
Without the body starting to stinky.
Can always keep it in the crow's nest.
put the tap hat on.
But yeah, why don't you give me a perception check?
I'm going to Beulah.
Okay.
Just to...
What are you doing? Just
Gil?
right now? Oh, yeah.
Society or diplomacy?
Yeah, I would allow diplomacy. Because you can, like, literally talk to the crew and be like...
How are you doing?
Yeah.
30.
In all honesty, it seems like really the only people affected are Beulah and Archy. No one had any really personal investment in this.
I was mostly thinking in terms of they thought this was our mission, and to have it end so quickly, and just to be like, we had to tell them we're still going to go do more stuff. Just seeing if anyone.
Yeah, no one's really too. I mean, Well and Weck would have some weird reactions just because Zenod. They never really brought this up, but like Zenod Cloudbeard's like considered a genius in terms of clockwork engineering, so they have very high respect for him. But other than like from like if you're a very good musician, you hear another prominent musician died that you didn't know at all, you'd be like, that sucks for the world.
Yeah.
But like personally, I have no investment.
Is everyone mechanically speaking, everyone seems like they are warm enough to like operate at least on the ship?
Yeah.
Anyone looking rough?
Didn't we deal with that? Didn't you hand out a bunch of elixirs that to
Yeah,
people that need
anybody that wants some gets the winner.
Yeah. In
Something
combination with the
elixir.
elixirs and the blitz orb on deck and below deck being out of
Werewolf.
most of the elements.
Is the orb built into the deck yet, or is it just rolling around?
There's like a basic base that they set up, but it's not like it's probably not a long form thing yet. No one's really had time to do that.
Okay.
But it is not rolling around.
Perrin's
though.
sitting on it like a chicken egg.
Okay, that would be it. Just wanted
Okay. So you want to go find Beulah?
Yeah.
Yeah. She works during the day, I believe. Yep. So she honestly though, she'd probably just be in her room.
Yeah, because I guess we're just following the tablet, right?
Well, no, you guys haven't left yet.
Oh, right,
You're not
right,
going
right.
till
We haven't
night.
left yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, she'd be in her room. So Ben.
Hey, how you holding up?
I
know you discussed potentially some interest in wanting to see Zenod's body. Did you still want to?
I think I'm okay.
Okay.
Not. I'd
Well-
rather the thing I think about when I think of him is alive.
That's
Or
fair.
like not. Plus I heard Eamon doing the things and
yeah, you might.
She heard the power saws.
Yeah, it's not easy to see somebody looking not as lively, to put it as bluntly as possible. Well, it goes without saying he probably won't be going anywhere until we get back, so if you change your mind, we'd be willing to take you in there. But
okay.
if you need anything from us too, you know our doors are always open.
Mm-hmm. I don't think I need anything. But what are we doing now?
Well, you could find some excitement in this. We are going to be finishing what Zenod started. We're going to try to see his research into this area to fruition.
Immediately, light comes back to her eyes a bit.
I would also recommend talking to Archy more now. He seems to have... We found something on the ship below where Zenod was, and I wouldn't say that he's retained any sort of his personality or memories, but it seems that Archy would be the biggest source of anything Zenod related. And if you want to get a little more insight into his plans and thoughts, he's a good source for it.
Okay. She says, a little confused, maybe because the Archie she just knows is obviously very different from the Archie
I
that
see like the
is now.
confusion. I'm like,
Yeah.
he's very different. Shockingly so. Almost human-like in a lot of ways.
Okay.
But I will say, for what it's worth,
Is Gail like that?
No,
Oh, okay.
he's much more. I'm not as good at the crafting stuff, but to what the others have explained to me, he's very rudimentary by comparison. It also seems as though this shard thing that they put inside of his head seemed to have boggled some things awake, as it were.
Gotcha. Okay.
For what it's worth, as somebody who has had many of times where the world has felt very heavy on my shoulders, I always found a lot of solace in training my body and by extension my mind. So it doesn't work for everyone, but if you want to keep training, I know that can really get your mind off things.
She nods, yeah. Yeah. I've been doing the push-ups, even though they're really hard.
You'll see progress. Also, that protein I gave you, the big jar over there, you remember, 1 scoop to begin with, we build up higher.
Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. She's just going to be yoked by the end of the season.
Also, don't take the steroids Phosphorus has been offering you. He's trying to gear people.
She's on this
And
mission
boy, do
to
they
learn magic.
work.
She's going to end up a barbarian, just jacked out
How
of
do
her
you think
mind.
Diego got so shredded?
gear.
T.
Kratom.
Yeah.
T, yeah.
But yeah. Anything else?
No, I just
From
like
her?
nod at her
Yeah.
and then slowly shut her door.
Yeah. Gil's up top. Phosphorus.
I'll just walk.
Um,
I'm just gonna walk up to him.
Yeah.
Hey, kneel down. Hold out your normal arm.
All right. He does that.
I'm gonna start
He does that.
measuring.
Okay. Cool.
Just gonna
Like a
measure that,
tailor.
like the fingers, like everything, get like an accurate measurement.
Mm-hmm.
And how's your fake arm connected?
He'll show you. It's not pretty, to say the least. It's essentially just like, you know how you'd like bolt something down?
Yep.
Yeah, that onto his shoulder, essentially. You might want Eamon to take a look at when you get it off. You might want
Yeah.
medical.
Oh man. All right.
It said they advised not putting it on myself, but I didn't have any money to pay anyone to.
Yeah. Yeah.
When you also not taking a good
His
look at it, you
arteries
do
tied like a
notice
bow
that
around
it's
it.
like the arms like maybe an eighth too rotated. So like instead of just like sitting like a normal arm would, it's a little like rotated to the left. Yeah.
Okay. Man. Okay.
Yeah. It's
Well,
yeah.
we'll get that fixed once we. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna start working on this.
I'd shake your hand, but
Yeah. I'd kill you if I did. Yeah.
So who else? Who all is working right now? Again, I'm sorry, I have that list somewhere. But just to
Technically Dreaming Snow and Archy, but Well and Weck were kind of on things for a bit as you guys went through like all the snow and stuff. But you're not really moving, so Dreaming Snow's kind of enough right now. Beulah, Gil, and then Baptiste is cooking.
okay, sounds good. I'll just be above deck, looking around, looking out, chatting with folks if it comes up. But standing close to the orb.
Yeah. Yeah. You and Gil both.
with a parent
Dude,
perched
he
over
has
it.
literal like
Yeah, bro.
cold metal attached to his body.
Yeah, yeah,
I got plans for that orb.
yeah.
Oh, I got plans.
Yeah. If it doesn't end up a bomb, I'll be disappointed.
Every single thing that produces energy by the end of this trip, there's just going to be a big red button. It's like, that's the one that causes it to self-detonate.
Yeah.
So I guess we're on shift when we take off.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll be on shift come nightfall. What time does, when I think of like wintry stuff, does the sun set pretty early? But that's also just like Nebraska. So how does this world work?
Dude, don't dox us. God.
Yeah. As of now, the sun is probably coming up a little after morning shift comes on. So like around 7, and it's going down kind of right when the day shift gets off. So around 6. So like as the shift changed at 6 p.m., it would be right when the sun is setting. There's still some light,
Yeah.
but it is setting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah, here in Wyoming.
Man, Maine is weird, guys.
Yeah, I love living here, which I have for many years.
Oh, because you doxed us. I was like, what is the bit?
Can you just cut one of us saying a state
From
over his
South
line?
Carolina.
Oakland.
The state of
Nigeria.
Oakland. Yeah.
Anything else?
I'd
Before
start
getting moving?
trying to make an
I
arm.
would wait for us to get moving.
Yeah.
Make sure the ship gets off.
Is there any way
Wait.
to well, hold on. I'm gonna see if I have a
With the mithril.
And then I guess we'd give
I'm using
Thress the thing, right? Because she has to navigate us.
thing?
The thing.
What's the thing?
The tablet.
Oh,
I think that just points out a direction.
yeah. I mean, if
Yeah, but she's our navigator.
Well, you should
Yeah.
probably have the person driving.
I was gonna say the easiest is probably just the person who's steering.
Looking at the screen and driving
because
is
she
a
can look out
hazard.
for other things going on.
Well, yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah, maybe you don't want the person driving.
I mean, the whole
looking at the
navigator's thing
tablet.
is to tell them to steer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A certain direction.
You're right,
Navigate.
You're right. I was wrong. You're right. You're right.
It's a GPS. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Who has the tablet again? Sorry.
Thress
Thread?
does.
We're
Thress?
saying we should give it to Thress.
Okay. When she gets it, I would like to. Well, we can play it out if you want. I don't care.
Yeah.
I just want
probably.
to clarify. I'm using the one of the arms from the constructs.
That's
Yeah.
smart. Okay.
As an oar.
A lot of
You
the
know
work's already done.
yeah,
so
yeah. Why don't you give me a crafting check, Aaron? Debating if it's worth the coin.
Use the coin. Do it.
okay. I never use them, so
Wow.
Use a coin.
that's a 1.
Okay.
Can't
I
go
rolled
lower
a
than
10, so
10.
23.
Okay.
It's okay.
With
Could have been
probably another half day's work, it would be done.
Okay.
Well, I guess technically, you would. Well, do you want to be? Is Renisteer and Phosphorus going to bed while you guys move?
I mean, as soon as I guess midnight hits. No,
Midnight is when your shift starts.
correct.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Means what it is.
how should I have done this? I probably slept immediately and then woke up and did this because we stopped at what time?
You guys are moving at 6 p.m. Is the current time?
Yeah,
we're gonna
we
be
stopped.
going for.
We were done. We were stopped at like noon.
Oh, I would have
could've
slept
slept from
immediately.
you
and
would've
then got up,
slept
worked on
and
this,
then-
and then
So you wouldn't
on
have
it.
worked on it yet.
yeah, I
Because
guess
you would have slept for 6 hours.
correct.
But we'll take that.
Yeah.
For whenever you do work on it.
Which
Same
would
with
be
the Renisteer.
like right when he wakes up.
Unless something happens.
Yeah. Oh, well, it's just like
He's doing it in his sleep.
Yes, unless something happens, and also unless you like get to where you're going in like 10 minutes or something.
I wouldn't go to bed.
It's right there.
I wouldn't go to bed right away, just in
Okay.
case the first shifters or whatever
Mhm.
want to talk or anything. But probably like 8 hours is probably what we'll need to be fully rested.
Yeah, it's
Everything?
always 8 hours.
Yeah, so I just go to bed at like 3.
Okay. Oh, yep, PM. I
Yes,
was like,
so then I'd wake
you
up at
are
11.
working then. But yeah, I get what you're saying.
We're
Okay.
the captains, dude. We can take off whenever we want.
Yes.
Smoke breaks all the time.
Okay. There's not any rules needed to navigate because Thress is just.
That fucking
That good?
Well, no, she's just
Oh,
like
Reading a tablet.
saying where the
Yeah.
tablet goes, right? So she doesn't actually have to like.
Hey, we were trying to
We
make her
should
look
still
good.
have some kind of navigator in case there's objects in the way or
Well, yeah, she's
things like that.
She's still on watch, but I'm saying like she doesn't need to roll to keep going in the right direction because the tablet always points in the
Yeah,
direction. you
yeah.
need
Just
to
like
go.
don't hit that
Yeah,
other
it-
island or don't
Yeah, it's not like she's
hit
not.
the mountain.
Yeah, it's not like she's not keeping an eye out or anything. She is doing that. But yeah, as you guys go, for about.
I was going to chat with Thress when she started.
Oh yeah, yep.
Yeah, I guess I didn't think about this just being really quick.
But what?
Like I was going to the next place. I didn't.
Yeah, we
think-
fly for like 40 seconds and it's like, all right.
Well, Zenod did say in the recording rod thing that the tablet connects onto the nearest source within 10 miles. So you're probably not looking at like too long of a journey. But you wanted to talk to Thress?
I guess I try to catch her on her way up to like
Yeah.
before she starts climbing to the crow's nest.
Yeah.
And say, hey, can I see that tablet real quick? Thress?
She nods, gives it to you.
Thanks. I'm going to cast sigil on this.
Okay.
I'm going to, on the backside, inscribe a little sigil in Orin.
Okay.
And, yeah, that'll be it.
Does it say property of Aemon Dolaris?
Made in China.
It's Thress's name in Orin, just so everyone knows. No. But, yeah,
Yeah, it's just the sigil.
it's an Orin sigil. I'll make it invisible because you can make it like glow
Yeah,
or invisible. Make it invisible and just give it back to her.
Okay, yeah. She'll take it. And then you guys.
Yeah, I would just be up by the front of the ship.
Okay.
As we go, I'm just leaning over the front of the ship, just drinking a bottle of wine.
Okay. Why don't you give me a perception check? Diego, you give me one. Eamon, -4 for you. Diego,
Ooh,
circumstance.
it's not bad. Not bad. Well, hot dog. That's what happens when Diego drinks wine.
Oh boy.
It's crazy.
Natural 20.
Okay, that's incredible.
I got a 22.
Both of you do see, and it is important because Thress does not see
Is
it.
this right after we take off, or when is this again?
No,
Sorry.
I'm sorry. About 30 minutes in.
Okay, in my mind, she just walked up, then all of a sudden it's like, look.
About 30 minutes in.
It's as we lift off.
Also, it has steadily been getting colder. Probably every 5 minutes of travel, the degrees drop a couple degrees. So if it weren't for the orb, all of you would be
Dead.
Well, probably not dead, but like
Your
definitely
wine
taking
freezes.
cold damage.
I wouldn't be.
But yeah, go for about 30 minutes, and the two of you, just the two of you, you're not moving super quick because
I'll be walking towards the front to where he is.
Yeah, you see what looks like the like beginnings. I mean, Eamon, you see it like way before anyone else, really. The beginnings of like a kind of looks like a mountain of some sort. It's a lot taller and thinner than like a conventional mountain. It's quite a steep mountain, one would say. Not in like an abnormal way that it looks like a spire or anything, but
Yeah.
like think very tall and.
I thought you said spy.
No, yeah, it's just a
The eye of
mountain-sized
Sauron
dude just standing
staring
there.
at us.
Some eyes in the mountains.
But you are headed like right for it.
I would then yell, I guess, to try to get the pilot and navigator's attention.
Yeah, yeah,
And just be like, mountain ahead, stone ahead, rocket, stop.
yeah.
Stop
It'll slow
ship.
down. Like I said, you can see it within plenty of time for.
And I say, how far ahead? What
Yeah.
are we using?
What?
For like how far away something is?
Sloop.
Is this a kilometers world? Is this a...
No, this is the proper world. We use feet.
It'd probably be about 200 feet away.
Now
Oh,
you
that's
doxed
close.
us.
Okay. That's very close.
Yeah,
I don't care.
Kilometer.
yeah.
Okay.
We don't use that commie.
Yeah.
Kilometer.
But yeah, those of you, yeah, you guys would be awake by now. Kind of feel the ship kind of just like slow down and then stop.
Could I cast cutting wind to try to part like the snow / cloud in front of the ship for a second so they can see it?
Okay, Moses.
Yeah, I would allow that. Yeah, if you just want to spend the slot, I don't.
Yeah.
I won't make you roll.
Yeah.
You can just spend the
Splits my
slot.
red wine.
Yeah. So what does that look like?
The cutting wind one, it's just the same thing where there's like giant blades of wind going. I would put them all vertically so that, as John said, Moses style, just kind of parts.
Yeah.
That I would also cast the light cantrip on the end of the ship, almost like a headlight. So,
Yeah.
so it kind of sees
Yeah.
it.
And all of you kind of, as that goes out and the light illuminates, you see that silhouette. Not in nearly as much detail as Eamon would, but you do see the big silhouette. But yeah.
Did you say the ship stopping woke us, or
no, you
or-
are awake.
Okay.
But yeah, you
I'd
would
walk
feel
up
the
with
stuff.
my armor and curlers in my head. What's going on? Oh shit!
Mountain of some kind.
Yeah.
You can't see it.
It's a good look
Renister,
for you.
But
Oh yeah, right there.
Thress would walk up to you guys gathering, and she would just like look to the tablet and look to you guys and be like, pointing directly to it.
If you turn it
So it really
sideways,
was
does it
like-
point up or down?
How
does that work?
It's universal.
Really was like 30 minutes away.
Does it point at the top of the mountain, bottom of the
Shouldn't
mountain?
have put my curlers in.
Yeah,
Because
I
we're
thought
I
like
get what
pretty
you're
high
saying.
up
we had
right
a
now.
I
long
get what you're
travel
saying.
ahead of us.
No, the tablet. From what you guys understand, the tablet does not perceive depth. It has no way of like showing if it's up or down.
How quick was it?
But if you,
30 minutes.
yeah, if you want to, as someone who can see far, like look, give the mountain like a once over.
How far off the ground are we? I should ask that first.
Probably, I mean, however far off the ground you guys want to be. Really,
Just because if we're seeing like the base of a mountain, that's one thing. If we're seeing like 500 feet up, I don't really know, I guess. I ain't the pilot.
I mean, I would assume there's no reason to travel more than like 100 to 200 feet above the ground when you know
Doesn't matter to
what
me.
you're looking for might be on the ground
Yeah.
for
That sounds
people to
good.
look.
Okay, cool. So it'd be like the base of a mountain. that
Yeah,
we're seeing.
yeah.
Plus, I can survive that fall. So.
Do you want to do that? Give it a once over?
Just look at the mountain and
Yeah.
figure
Just
out.
like
yeah.
in detail, like look.
Yeah, I mean,
from
I guess I'd
everything
be
you
trying
can
to see
see.
if there's any. How far away is it? I don't think I can reach that with my.
I cast chain lightning on the mountain.
No.
Destroy the mountain.
Okay, never mind.
Don't worry, it's in our way. I'll get rid of it.
Does anyone have a?
The door will be fine.
Because it's dark now, right?
Correct.
So we've left. Does anyone have a sling or an arrow, a projectile of some kind?
I have tea.
I mean, Beulah has a
does.
sling.
Yeah, we've been training
Yeah.
her to use.
Beulah.
She's asleep. But
Do you?
It'll be a fun chance for her to do something. I'll go knock on her door.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Do you want like a bomb?
No, not a bomb. I knock on Beulah's door.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, I heard you've been practicing with the sling. Would you like some more practice?
Sure.
All right, come on deck.
Okay. She walks up terrified. Because
I guess the wind's howling. It's dark. It's
the main thing is that she is under the impression that this means she's going to fight something.
yeah. This is my version of like
Just a
bringing her
dragon
up
up there.
Okay,
This is
you're
Kevin
gonna
the Dragon.
spar.
Yeah.
No.
But yeah, she comes up.
It's
She's
kind of the version of
fully
like
geared.
giving her a small test of like a
Yeah.
little bit of stress just to
Uh-huh.
like get her used to it.
If you can
So I'll
defeat
take
the
her
mountain,
to the very like front of the ship, and I go, like, can you hold out one of the stones that you'll cast?
Yeah.
I move the light cantrip. I touch the stone.
Okay.
I say, okay, mountain's that way. Can you throw that stone as far as you can?
Yep.
How much wind is around us?
A lot.
Okay.
But
It's
yeah,
a stone. It'll just like
She'll-
it's not gonna like
she'll
fly
whip
off.
it
It'll
around.
curve a bit, but
she'll
the wind's strong
whip
enough.
the sling around a bit, and well, isn't that, I mean, she throws it.
it'll be farther than I can get my light
She
cantrip.
throws
Yeah.
it.
Anything.
She throws it. It goes about 50 feet before it just like
Yeah.
dead drops.
Yeah.
Um.
That's something. Cast light farther.
Yeah, because your light illuminates like technically 80 feet in bright light and dim light. Why don't you roll perception? Because
Yeah.
you're the only one
It's
that can see
mostly
that
just
far.
to see like a flare almost
Yeah.
going forward. Yeah.
Actually, why doesn't everyone roll perception? Because the light might like illuminate silhouettes.
'Cause
or
I
whatever.
parted
I also
the-
have my things.
Well, I parted the
My
snow
eye things.
momentarily.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Well,
I can
part
see
of-
far. I
yeah.
don't know if that helps me.
yeah.
The whole goal of everything I'm doing is for everyone else.
Okay, yeah.
So with the snow parted and the light going through,
Yeah.
I thought that might help everyone
Um,
else see a little better.
Everyone rolls with the -3, except Diego, who rolls with the -1,
Hooray!
and then you don't get. I'll give you a +2.
It was a 23 or 22.
I rolled the same thing
I
again.
got 19.
12.
22.
25.
I'm
Looking
too
for
busy.
like black metal specifically, I guess.
Okay.
I'm too
Like if
busy.
the light's shining off it.
Everyone except Renister.
Yeah, I'm correcting Beulah's form. That's why.
Everyone except
Terrible.
Yeah. That
She
actually
just
is
woke
not a
up,
bad
didn't warm
idea.
up, pulled a shoulder.
Everyone except Renister, the two non-seeing through snow folks kind of see the like rough image of this illuminated, right? You're not seeing any detail. Two, it would look to be humanoids of some kind. Hard to gauge how big they are, but they looked like medium-sized, like a basic human-sized being. Standing almost what it looks like on guard in front of this 20-foot opening into the base of this mountain. Eamon, you can make out a little bit more detail. It looks like that cave, the light kind of just hits the edge of this, right?
Yeah.
But it looks like all of this is made of ice. Like this is including the mountain now.
Okay.
As you get detail, it looks like it's ice through and through. I
Glacier
mean, obviously
kind
there
of,
might
yeah.
there's probably ground somewhere in there.
Sure.
Or maybe there's not. And you do clock these are two great pick holding constructs. They look
They're not moving of any kind.
No. However, one of them does begin to move to the glowing rock.
Do they seem to see us at all?
No.
I mean, they see where it came from, I guess, if they looked. I don't know, whatever. I turned to Capitan. I assume you have a spyglass somewhere? You're a captain after all.
I have eyes.
Good.
I get what he means, but that is a great response.
No. My tattoos. They
Cool.
I could-
I like him. Good choice.
No. They make me see farther. They're like spy glasses.
So you see that too.
yes, I mean I rolled a 25.
Yeah, you don't see the detail because you can't see through the snow. So it's still
Even though he
obscured.
parted the red sea,
White snow.
the white snow
In the
sea.
dark.
I have dark vision.
I will cast message or like the message cantrip to both my friends kind of quietly so the whole crew is not like walking over to look, and just say like, hey, can we gather at the front real quick?
We're right here.
The front as in
Like the front.
I didn't know you both came up. I don't know why phosphorus needs to be here. I'm just kidding.
That was all in your message?
Oh, sorry. I didn't turn the thing
Oh,
off.
fuck you too, man.
Oh, my bad.
I forgot to hang up.
Is this thing
It
still
looks like
recording?
there's a, I don't know, probably 20-foot opening at the base of this glacier. And it looks like two of the pick-wielding automatons are there as well.
How long away are they? How far? Wow.
It's a couple 100 feet forward of the mountain and
What is
100
that in
or so
kilometers?
feet, 100 or so feet down.
We don't use
your
that.
kind.
Take your tea and get out of here.
Oh, I
Boston
get it.
Tea
I
Party
didn't
with
put
Diego's
that
tea.
together.
Let's do it.
So, I don't know. I imagine they'll be just as hostile as the last. Do you think, well, what's the move? We can probably hit them from here
Well,
with projectiles and they can't get to us.
That might be the best play, considering if we get closer off the ship, we will probably freeze.
That too.
Everyone except Renisteer
I have a
again.
tattoo that protects me from that.
This is beyond the
Tattoo
level
guy.
of cold that your tattoo protects from.
What do you mean?
It's the highest level of cold.
But he has flame tattoos.
no, but
Um,
didn't we establish that I had protection against all of them?
I never freeze.
I don't think so.
Yeah, because I had the highest level.
It's extreme or severe cold, not incredible cold.
Oh, you've never mentioned
Incredible.
And then gargantuan.
I might have
cold.
forgot.
because
at the time.
I remember asking you last
Yeah,
time.
I think I did.
and
did
you
say
literally
that.
just said
That's not
those, so I was like,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
good with all of them.
No. Once it gets to negative 80 or lower, it is incredible cold. However,
Super
it is
cold.
not. I will say it's not something where it's like all or nothing. You will get a lot of bonuses to that level of cold. But sorry, everyone except Renisteer hears the sound of like a pick on ice, and the light kind of dissipates as this construct just like attacked this rock.
Shatters the stone.
Yeah.
Yeah. There goes the light.
What light?
Okay. I didn't ask you guys. Is this ship equipped with any kind of weaponry?
Us.
Okay.
I was born
No,
a weapon.
No, I'm not kidding. We are the ranged attacks, you
Yeah.
and me.
What about Gil?
I mean, I was
How far
going
can Gil go?
more for the explosive attack, but
Oh.
It
I guess
might
I
be
can go
a
ask
little
him.
hard to shoot in such weather. It ought to probably draw attention to us right
Well,
away.
I mean, if it's the same constructs we fought last time, we could just pull the ship up close and fire at him.
It's true. That might be.
Just do the lightning thing you did last time. That seemed to work.
Okay.
I think my big concern
My
is
shift's
if
almost
there is
over.
any further inside that we could be blindsided or overwhelmed by.
Well, then they'll be bottlenecked.
True, but things can get out of hand quickly, even if we have a lot of spellcasters.
I will,
Especially considering we are not
You know,
factoring
we'll
in.
have the higher ground too. I
we're
think it's a
not
solid plan.
Factoring in a bigger one that we have not yet seen.
I mean, I guess it's a good assumption to assume they'd be hostile. But
We did just
I don't
beat up
know
a
what-
rock for being light.
Yeah, but I don't know what
I think
what
could be
programming
racist.
they. I'm gonna. Do they? Is there any reason why they be guarding this place?
I think they're mining the place, not guarding the place.
It looked like
No,
they
they
were
were
standing guard.
guarding.
yeah, it did distinctly look like they were just like standing there.
Listen, I just about fell asleep. I'm still
Well,
kinda
stay in your
groggy.
lane.
We could at least go try. I mean, now that we have perhaps Zenod-esque here, is there a way we could try to maybe just talk them down, talk them out of it?
I mean, I don't think they're nearly as alive as Archie is. So I don't know if their sentience would actually allow that. I think they're still going off basic programming.
Plus, weren't they?
Why was the basic
Zenodes?
programming be to attack people
Well,
with pickaxes?
a basic programming that has gone haywire over the years.
Yeah,
without maintenance.
Zenod even said that in his recording, correct?
He did. He said they were problematic.
Okay.
They're on the fritz.
I don't know.
Attack
On the fritz
anything that
meant
flies.
guard. That's a pretty unique programming for a mining robot.
we are.
Well, it's not
correct me if-
programmed to do that. It's a malfunction.
Correct me if I'm
I can't remember the word he used, but
Correct me if I'm wrong as well. That we are
Okay.
heading to an area where there is Endorphin. Maybe they
That's
are.
what I was leading to. Is perhaps someone.
Well, yeah, they could be messing with their programming to make them turn hostile.
Well, is there
I
a
say
way?
we do the ship, drive the ship up and shoot lightning at
I
him.
think it might be the best option considering our other bets are to freeze. So
I will say, only because no one brought it up when you were talking about range attacks, Thress is also quite competent with a bow, and she has a bow on her at all times.
Yeah, but a
Those are
bow
pretty
and a gun in a storm is
and
Correct. It's just
like compared to the two. Like
I agree. I just Phosphorus brought up Gil and his gun. I just also wanted to bring up that your other fighter
Yeah.
also is a ranged.
I
fighter.
also thought what he said was stupid too. So
okay.
I don't like
Yeah.
playing this game anymore,
I could
guys.
I could hit them with lightning right now.
Mhm.
You don't have to drive by.
What range is your lightning?
500 feet.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, chain lightning go crazy, bro.
yeah, I mean, if we can knock them out before they're an issue, that's
I don't know. I mean, it didn't kill any of them last time, like off the bat. Or
yeah,
anything.
but just do it twice.
I have 2. That's a 6th level spell, which is fine.
I don't know what that means.
That'd just be all of
I
them.
sometimes swing my whip around. Is that the same?
I understand your pain. For like the first time, you and me are actually on the same like plane.
Yeah, I mean,
I get it.
Do you guys want me to try this hostile action and start this?
Yes.
If they have ranged weapons, like,
Very
should we let the crew know that we're taking hostile action, or should
Yeah, the non-combatants probably get down.
should all of a sudden lightning just be shot off the ship?
All right, everybody. I think we're gonna shoot at the things. So
They don't know
non-combatants,
there's things yet. Diego.
non-combatants down below.
I mean, no.
We're gonna shoot this mountain out of the sky.
I don't think there's anyone up here.
Beulah.
Up here.
Beulah.
Beulah's asleep. She's
She
on
just
shift.
came in. She just came in
just
through a
threw
stone
the
for
rock.
Oh,
us.
you're so right.
She's
Yeah.
already asleep.
I'd be
She'll
like,
head back
you
down.
did a great job. Thank you.
Yeah.
Now we know.
I forgot about her. Yeah, she'll go back down. Yep.
They broke my rock.
She has to take off. Take off all her armor
Jumps
again.
down. But yeah.
Her adamantine
So
tiny
you just
armor.
want to get to the side and let a chain lightning rip?
Like, if I can see him from here, I can hit him.
Yep.
So
Yeah. I'm going to let you do this before we roll for initiative because obviously they have literally no way to know this is coming. So this is like one of those things where we talked about how we're going to roll for initiative right after this, and then you will have spent the 2 actions to cast Chain Lightning to do this on your turn already when your turn comes up. Hello, GM Jack here with a quick homebrew rule explanation. As I just talked about, we're adding a little change to how initiative out of stealth works. If something or someone is undetected to their opposing side, they can get off an action before rolling for initiative. They then lose however many actions they spent when their first turn comes around. This is only done if something is undetected, meaning their whereabouts are unknown, not if they're just hidden. Essentially, it's a way for a stealthy combatant to start combat with a sneak attack of sorts. Some of the guys have found it hard in the past once initiative is rolled to act as if they don't know that's the case, which is why this slight change has been made. And to clarify, it does go both ways. Eamon and the party are taking advantage of it now, but undetected enemies will be doing the same to them down the road. Now back to the action.
could I still use stealth for initiative or no?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
Actually, no, because you're
What about
the one
Arcana?
letting off the chain lightning.
It's a bolt of lightning. Yeah.
Can I use stealth?
It's untraceable. A line of
anyone can
lightning.
use stuff they want for this because they're.
I don't want anything.
I 3D printed
But yeah.
this chain
So
lightning.
let me
There's no serial
roll
number.
reflex saves for them.
Just a reflex save. Yeah, I'll just start balling up this lightning, and it's no Horizon Thundersphere, but it will do.
well,
Honestly, it looks cooler. You should just come up with a catchier name. Like Horizon Thundersphere is really cool.
This is Horizon
what is your
Thundersphere.
what's your
2.0.
DC now? 19?
I think it should be 19.
Yeah.
Yeah, 19.
Yep.
Unless
Well-
the staff does anything.
So the good news,
Yeah, 19.
one of them crit failed. The bad news, one of them
Crit.
crit succeeded with a natural 20. So one of them's taking no damage, and one of them takes double damage.
One was like a lightning rod. Just attracted everything.
Yeah.
So double damage for
One of them.
one of them. That's 124 lightning damage.
Holy shit. Yeah. So what does that look like? You already kind of described it earlier, but this one's...
The only thing that's going to be cooler is like, you know, the Star Wars thing where they're in the snow and the lightsaber like lights up the snow around it. It's going to be that and this beam of lightning that just like shoots from the ship down.
And really, all we see is the lightning.
Can
we
it
don't
be?
even see
Can
it hit us,
it be
so-
big enough that it causes thunder to happen afterwards?
Sure.
Cool, because that's what lightning does.
Yeah.
So
So it just
that
like
sizzle where your hair stands up and you like can't see for a few seconds. That'll happen after I cast it.
it like the construct just essentially the lightning goes right through and it just falls apart. Like all of its intricate pieces just like detach and fall into. I mean, not a pile of dust because obviously I'm not going to be a dick and be like, you can't salvage the mithril. But yeah, you obliterate
Blew
it
it up.
in a way without literally obliterating its materials. So why don't we roll for initiative?
Okay.
All
right.
As
Me and
that one just looks over.
Me and Diego are going to
He's
help
gone.
so much in this fight.
Would you like anyone else to be a part of this? I'm always going to roll for the pilot. But would you like any? Because the pilot determines when the ship can do things.
Thress.
Can we have Thress wait?
Thress
until
is there.
Okay.
So
something
Yep.
happens? Yeah.
I just want to like get them in.
and
so
the
I know.
only other one that could conceivably help.
Okay. That bolt of lightning flies out. Oblivious the other one. The other construct like has yet to react, obviously, because it had no idea anything was coming. And it is Eamon's turn. You have one action left.
One action
Hide.
left. I could. I mean, it doesn't hide where the lightning came from, but do we have any lights on board right now? I guess it can't
Blitz
see us
orb.
anyway because our
We have a
fog.
giant.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah.
If only there was a
That
source
helps.
of light.
Well, it actually can't. That actually doesn't emanate. It can't be seen because of his.
the mist, yeah.
Diego's stuff. It does hide light sources.
Oh.
The 10-foot blitz orb is pushing the what it could hide, but yeah, it does hide it.
Yeah, with my one action left, I will just. I could, yeah. I guess I'll hide in terms of I'll just like crouch behind the rail of
Yeah.
the ship.
Okay. Who knows? Maybe this thing just.
Well, I should probably stay if I'm the only one that can like see them.
Must have
other
been
than
actually
Diego.
lightning.
Okay.
I'm gonna do. Sorry, I'm not gonna do that.
You can always take cover too.
Yeah, because I just want there to be a way where I can still see them. If I hide, can I still see them?
Yeah. Taking cover, or hiding, like doesn't mean you don't
Okay.
have eyes on them.
Do I roll stealth to hide?
Yes.
Okay. 26.
Yep. I mean, for sure, probably hidden. I believe that's Renisteer.
Do I know if constructs can take positive or negative damage?
You know that they are affected by neither.
That's what I
They
figured.
have no attunement to either
That's
plane.
what I figured.
How far away are they?
By like 250 feet.
Within 500 feet.
Correct. Yep. Within 500 feet.
God, and it's snowy, so I can't even try to intimidate the guy.
Yeah. I mean, like, none of you can even see the thing, really.
No, now that his
Minus-
like wind isn't helping us.
I'm just
Yeah.
gonna get on
Just
Perrin.
follow the line of where the lightning went.
I'm just gonna get on Perrin and just sit on him just in case.
Okay. For
That's
sure.
it.
just
just
in case
right
he
next
tries
to
to
the
get
blitz
away.
orb.
Yeah.
Just ready.
I'm ready.
Diego.
I just drink a
How
bottle
about
of
you?
wine.
Okay.
I just drink. I just finish up the
If
bottle
it comes
I was
back to
drinking
me, I'll just use
throw it
chain
off
lightning
the-
again. But then all
throw
my
it off the
6th level
ship.
spells are done.
Yeah. Then it is after Diego. Sits there, drinks wine. Congratulates.
I did finish my bottle and then throw the
Your ears are all
empty
ringing.
bottle off.
Okay.
The
The
bottle
edge.
hits him
Yeah.
and it does 10d10
That's how you were
bludgeoning.
looking.
What?
Tea in one hand, bottle in the other.
Oh yeah, I guess I do. Just like toss my teacup to the side because it always comes back, and then I pull out my amulet.
What does it look like?
It's just another pocket watch.
Okay.
I have a thing for pocket watches. I don't know. This one doesn't have a mirror though.
Both of you see, or sorry, actually none of you except Eamon see. Don't know why I said both. This construct turn and just haul ass into the cave.
Shit.
Doesn't seem to say anything, but it's definitely out of sight. Thress, Weck don't do anything. Ship doesn't do anything. Thress doesn't do anything. Anything you do, Phosphorus? I mean, you couldn't see that anyways.
Hey, Weck, get us closer. It's called 100 feet.
Okay.
Well, no one knows he's gone yet, right?
it's true.
No, we need to get closer to attack.
That's true.
Everything is out of
No one
range.
can
Well, the whole
literally
point
see
of
him
us
but you.
shooting from here was that we could have got closer and then attacked if you wanted everyone to attack.
All we saw was a giant lightning bolt, and
No, I know. I'm just saying it's a waste of us staying here and shooting from far away.
None of us can
The whole-
shoot.
I know, which is why we should have started with that. But anyway,
Weck,
could've
get us closer. Call
moved
the 100
closer
feet.
and then all attacked with a great initiative instead of drinking tea, standing there, telling
Lying.
someone to get
I wouldn't
closer.
have been able to attack anyway. I don't think Diego would have been able to either,
Not unless we were within 80 feet.
unless they can take
Then I could've
positive or
run-
negative damage.
ran.
I would
What's
have
your
been
ship
sitting-
speed?
I say perhaps we wait to see. I guess I'll announce it. He just ran inside. Should we wait and see if any reinforcements come out and stay out of sight? Because now our ship's in total darkness.
I would say yes.
Okay, I mean, we can stay.
That would.
Okay.
Maybe a
Just be
little
my
closer, so if he needs to contribute, he can.
The ship just keeps like whack.
I'm okay with the lightning boy dealing with it
30
right now.
feet.
That was really.
I have one more of those.
Yeah,
That's what I mean.
But it was really cool.
So you guys are gonna wait here, see if anything happens.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Eamon, Renisir, Diego, is there anything you do?
Nope.
I would just keep eyes out.
I'm sitting
Okay.
on Perrin.
Yeah, I'd
Um,
try to look, but
Try to stay close enough to where, like, I don't know, they'd have to look pretty hard for us in the dark.
Uh-huh.
Are there any lights on board that could get through that fog at all, or no?
No, it is
So we could just be in complete
magically
darkness.
obscured. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
So
I would tell everybody on board to try to stay quiet, noise-wise. I don't know if noise gets out of that.
It
noise does.
Sorry, very cool.
So if everyone could, like, if they roll or whatever they do, just to stay quiet.
is there anything anyone would do if just like nothing before? I mean, literally nothing would happen for a bit.
I'd stake it. I mean, so we could stake it out for like an hour. We got time.
Yeah, probably an hour.
Okay. Why is it everyone roll perception? Everyone minus.
Is there any
4?
light coming out of the cave?
4 or 3?
No.
No.
4.
4 because the
You
3
got-
was from the rock.
No.
Yes. In the wind.
Must have been the wind.
Eamon does
I
not.
don't have dark vision. So I don't know if that's what that
That's
adds
true.
up to.
Do you want dark vision? I've offered to pass out dark vision elixirs before, just
I'll
like
take
on
it.
general.
Sure.
Cool, yeah.
Now would be the time,
So,
I guess.
Yeah,
I mean,
you
I'd
have
take it.
you have it for an hour.
I'd take it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dark vision.
Does that do anything for our negative or no?
No.
Okay. 22.
What's my negative again?
None.
None. Okay. I just wanted to hear you say it.
I got a 6.
Okay.
Natural 20.
16.
Okay.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I'm doing really good before we get in there and do the important stuff.
Nothing.
This is important.
No movement. No sounds. No light.
I think it's time that we approach if we're going to make a move.
Should we?
Should we get on the ferries?
I was wondering
We'd
if
have to-
we.
Well, I'd want to get a lot closer solely because of the heat.
Yeah.
Yeah, the heat is a problem.
Is there
All right.
anything
we
we
could
can?
put one of the blitz orbs on the ferry, maybe,
There's only one,
To be open about mechanics.
the big one.
or smaller one. We have a
Oh,
bunch.
I guess.
To be open about mechanics, unless there is a supernatural cold inside the cave, you in the level of cold you're in, you will take damage from it every minute. It would not take you a minute to fly into the cave, where assumedly it would be only severe.
Because it'd be out of the wind.
Yes.
Yeah.
And in severe, would we take damage?
Also, everyone here's winter wolf elixirs.
Yeah, without with that protection, no.
Okay.
But I just if the only reason you're getting close is because of heat, you could get there without approaching, without
Okay. Yeah,
anything
so
being problems.
because I mentioned this before, everyone pretty much in our crew who doesn't need it and on the ship will have winter wolf elixirs, which is severe cold for 24 hours.
Okay. And also a quick reminder, Diego currently has those chain spike things he's put over his shoes to be able to walk on ice with relative ease.
For those not having the chain boots, I will give us 3 winter step elixirs.
Yep. That's what I was waiting for.
So for 10 minutes, we can step on ice just like it's fine.
Keep that in my
You
pocket.
ignore
It
the
doesn't really
uneven ground.
fit with my
Hey, Eamon,
outfit.
Whoever doesn't have the chain boots.
how big
has
is the
winter
opening?
step.
I'm just saying. It just doesn't.
20 by what? How tall is it?
It's roughly just like 20 in all dimensions. It's 20 feet
circle.
tall. Yeah. Yeah.
Trying
I mean,
to-
obviously not exactly, but
Yes.
Trying to bait. I don't think Perrin should come then.
You could get Perrin down there. I don't know if he'd do much inside. I mean, you could try to
Well, I wouldn't want to bring him.
stand in the doorway if you want.
Well, he'd
but
freeze.
Well, he could stay like in the
You
doorway.
could give
I
him
think
an
is what he's
elixir.
saying, but
I guess so.
True.
He can also drink one of my elixirs. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll put it in his food dish, and he'll mix it with his food, so he takes it.
One of those like
Okay,
dog
so
food
current plan,
dispensers.
everyone, including the four of you and Perrin, are going
Yeah.
down.
Correct, because
of you-
we need Perrin because the ferry does not fit enough.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, so I
Correct.
just book it down.
Oh, because you're taking one ferry. Gotcha.
Yeah.
You do have two ferries, but
Let's-
you're taking one.
Diego, do you want to address the crew before we go? Let them know what's up. They didn't see anything, and they don't know anything.
I mean,
so maybe just let them know.
We
what's
could
going
take
on.
2 if you want to bring Archie, because he could actually absolutely pilot. the
Oh,
other
we
one.
might want to bring Archie. He knows what he's doing.
Maybe after the danger's cleared, just in case.
Yeah, I don't.
We
There
only
might
get
be
that.
danger all the way through is the thing, especially even
know.
behind the door.
We just get that knowledge once. So if something breaks Archie,
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
that's
it's-
it.
Don't- could you fix him?
I'm more comfortable. I'm more comfortable with just us going to do it.
I guess we could come back.
Can
I
always
could
come back
fix
and
him
get
if he was a standard construct. I don't know all the additional
Yeah,
shit going on.
I will say, I think it was noted by either Medicine Boy or Crafting Boy that Archie does have an attunement to the positive energy plane now.
Oh, so we
Oh.
can heal him.
So he is affected by positive healing and he is hurt by negative healing.
I'm fine
Energy.
with it either way. It's just I don't think that even if we clear out the initial danger, the danger will be completely gone.
Yeah, we can check it out first.
Yeah.
it's fair.
Yeah.
Do we have any way to communicate back to the ship?
Hey, we have a message 500 feet.
It might be
Yeah.
going much farther than.
Well,
500.
no, I'm saying like we can send the ship back a bit, and once we get back to this cave, we can tell them to come forward.
Is there a time limit on if we take a certain amount of time, send people in, or just wait?
I mean,
Worst case scenario.
if we can't deal with this, I don't think they can.
Well, yeah, but that way they know
Chain of
whether to
command type
leave
stuff.
our dead bodies or not.
Say 24 hours then.
Okay,
we have a deadline.
we'll start with that.
Any designation?
That
in
is when the
charge?
elixirs run out.
I would just tell.
that time?
I would tell Thress.
Yeah, I
Okay.
was gonna say Thresh
Maybe
is a-
between
Is-
Thress and the pilot.
Yeah, I
Whack.
mean they're
Yeah, sure.
they're the only ones that are awake right now. So
It's going to be nighttime. So,
Well, Well is also awake. He's just in the
Yeah, he's in the engine.
engine.
is
yeah,
there a
but yeah.
place, perhaps like a message board or something, where we could
Yeah,
have like
absolutely.
announcements for the crew up, so that like we don't have to like
Yeah, where
wake
do you
everyone
think the
up.
sign
Uh-huh.
up for the worship team is?
Yeah,
We have to CC them on the email.
gone fishing.
it would be either on, behind, or next to Baptiste's kind of like cooking counter
yeah. Okay.
would be probably the perfect because that's
Just so we don't have to go door to door, being like,
Yeah,
hey, just so you know.
100%.
or
yeah.
we can just tell Thress to let everybody know when the shift's
She might
changed.
just stay quiet and not talk.
That I mean, that would be a real dick move if we
That's
just
true.
all left and we're
I am
like,
the
"Hey,
captain
let
now."
somebody."
Well, if you
know.
asked her, she might not.
That's
She
still
loves
a
you.
dick move.
But yeah,
Okay.
just some way to announce to the crew. I don't really
Yep.
care how, I guess.
It's just,
Okay.
just the scenario where we tell Thress, like, "Hey, tell somebody," and then she just doesn't tell anybody.
The way she treats you, she might just be like, yeah, right on, we'll do. And then just stay in the crow's nest.
But then everybody just comes up and they're like, "Where is everybody?"
All right, everyone, we're leaving.
Yeah.
He told me that if they weren't back in 10 minutes to leave him.
I'm not going to ask for a piloting check. Short enough.
Okay.
It's not something I can conceivably think of consequences if you fail. Other than like it takes you 10 seconds longer.
The engine
And-
just freezes and we fall.
As soon as we're close enough, never mind. Don't worry about it. Never mind.
I would book it on Perrin.
Just like a cold wind blowing in
you
your
waited
face.
an hour, so people who don't have dark vision don't have dark vision anymore.
Here's another fucking elixir. I'm out of them then.
Okay.
This next round will be like the last of my elixirs.
Okay.
I'll cast light if necessary.
So you have dark vision for an hour.
I also have my lantern.
You have the ice walking
For 10 minutes.
for 10 minutes. The cold.
For 24 hours.
Okay. Cool.
I'll take the ice walking if we need it. Maybe we go inside and it's stone floor.
How about
Or-
I lead the
Okay.
way?
I
So
will.
don't
Yeah,
take him in.
I will turn on Anahel, subject to change name, lantern. So
Well, you don't need it now. All of you have dark vision now for
okay.
an hour.
So we are flying to the entrance
So
and we're staying on our craft, or we're getting off there and walking.
I think we're getting
off.
into the entrance and then getting off.
Okay, sounds good. The
Okay.
landing bay.
so yeah, you guys fly down. You on Perrin Renisteer.
Yeah.
Is there an angle you take so you can kind of like so Eamon could see in before you like get to the entrance? Do you go like down and then
Yeah,
towards it?
I'll go down and in.
Okay.
I'd just be like
I'll
parallel to
roll
him.
for you, Eamon. What you see, Eamon, is you see it's level for a bit, probably about 20 feet of just like not like smooth ice because it's clearly been walked on by these constructs that have
See, like the prints of them or whatever.
spiked, that have spiked boots or whatever. It's not really their legs, whatever. About 20 feet, and then it still keeping the general shape of like a 20-foot cave opening. It just angles down, and obviously
steep
you just
angle?
see it angle down. No, completely
No.
walkable. I mean, might be a
Okay.
little rough if you can't walk on ice, but because of the angle down, you can't really see down. But
Okay.
you don't see anything in the entrance. No light, no sound coming up. You guys can kind of pull in. Perrin can glide in and land in that kind of 20-foot smooth part.
As we pull in, I'll just like snap my fingers and cast light like 20 feet ahead of us on the ceiling,
Okay.
just so it kind of illuminates.
hmm
People can all see it, I suppose, I hope.
Yep.
Just be like, yeah, it seems to slope down ahead. Are we wanting to hop out and walk it or try to take these further?
Are we out of like the?
You are now out of the elements.
We can now
Yeah.
hear each other because the wind's not like...
Yeah, there's about 20 feet of like stable, not that it's not stable beyond it, but like relatively flat land.
Well, I'd say we just get and go on foot from here.
Okay.
I
Well,
tell
you-
Perrin to just wait here and I'll...
Okay.
Do you
How-
want the light cantrip
you-
on
how
your
far can I
person
talk to
if
him?
you're going to be in front? Or what do you think?
Let me
Yeah,
double
go.
check.
I mean, do you want me to? That would be for you guys. When you're...
I've seen you do a lot of new things recently. Are you now comfortable being the front person? It used to be you and me in the back, but I'm not quite sure what you're comfortable with.
I'm
now.
fine with that. I just figured. I figured for now, I have dark vision permanently, and I have the boots.
Yeah.
So it'd be safer for me to go first.
Sure. Yeah. It's a good idea.
Real quick. Sorry, Renisteer, we were talking about, you asked about your telepathy, how far away you can talk to Perrin.
Master Bond. Okay, 100 feet.
Yeah.
But once I'm at level 15, I can speak to him from anywhere
Yeah.
on the plane of existence.
Yes. But so only 100 feet now.
Yes.
Look, a few of the caves only 100 feet deep. No, not really.
Perfect.
Okay, so current plan, everyone's heading in. Perrin and the ferry are waiting at the entrance. Well, obviously the ferry's not literally waiting,
Yeah.
but like it's parked at the entrance.
Anticipating.
He's inside out of the stuff. And he had a cold elixir, so he's good for at least 24 hours. And I mean, he could always just fly back up to the ship too
Yeah.
if it gets too cold.
I would tell him that, yeah. Just if
Okay.
he gets cold to go up. Because I can always just call him back. Wait,
Yeah.
how far away is the ship?
I mean, a couple hundred feet. Nothing he couldn't
couple
manage.
Okay. No, I was going to say, if it was close enough, I would just say, yeah, just go back up. But no, it's a couple hundred, so.
Yeah.
We all have dark vision for the next couple minutes, but is it worth
Hour.
Is it worth not having the light around until then?
Yeah.
I forget the mechanics of dark vision.
Well,
Like
so-
it's not like you see with the lights on. You still have some kind of
Wait, so there's
disadvantage when
no
it's pitch
negatives
dark.
other than everything's in gray.
Yep.
So like any important coloration details you would not be able to make out, but
Cool.
there's no mechanical negatives
Nice.
beyond
Then
that.
that-
Except
I
I
would
think I
not-
could see. I can see blood in red because of my eye thing.
Yeah, that's true.
I would not use
That's-
the light cantrip. Then.
Okay.
That's like
Cool.
there's no point in like bright light
Yeah,
if
yep.
no one needs it for the
Yeah,
next
I-
hour.
I'm just saying, if
at
we're
the end-
walking and I just see a bunch of red, it's
Yeah.
a bad thing.
at the end of the hour, once my dark vision starts to fade,
Yeah.
I will cast the light
And
cantrip.
I will
100%.
turn on Annahel's name subject to change lantern.
Okay. I will also say that it does not seem like they've had a way to. All of these constructs give off a very dim blue light from their inner workings. And you are not aware of a way for them to turn that off, so that's something to look out for. It does not seem like this is something where they can like just be inert or whatever. That's not really how clockwork constructs works, but just to clarify that as you are going into a dark place. So you guys are heading into this icy cavern. Everything appears to be made out of ice. None of it is super smooth. It all appears to be like mined out from what it looks like.
Should we be moving forward quietly?
That'd be half speed.
Not for me.
Correct.
I'll at least sneak
was
if
that
anybody else
question
wanted
for
to sneak.
yourself?
No, but just the idea of
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
if we have 24 hours, who knows, there might be too much time, it might be not enough, but
Well, are you going to put a light on me?
not for the first hour when everyone else has dark
Okay.
vision.
Well, we might as well go for at least an hour stealthily.
Because I don't know how much.
right.
Yeah.
Try my best.
You also have, I will also say this: you have 10 minutes of movement before this is considered difficult terrain, because it's slippery ice.
Yeah, might as well just cross as much distance as we can in 10 minutes.
All right.
10 minutes of not sneaking, I guess.
Technically, you can still sneak.
Yeah.
Because you can sneak at full speed.
Yeah, well,
If
then
you'd like.
once it's difficult terrain, then we just can't sneak.
You can't sneak
Well,
in difficult terrain.
You could.
Oh, we just go quarter?
I could.
No.
It doesn't stack, does it?
No. It would just be like you're already moving at half speed, I think, at that point. So it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yeah. Hello, GM Janker with a quick rules correction. I'm flat out wrong here. When you sneak, you move up to half your speed. There's no reason why that wouldn't be further inhibited by difficult terrain. However, Eamon has the swift sneak skill feat, meaning he can move at full speed while sneaking, so he should be the only one that can move at half speed while still sneaking. Everyone else should be moving at quarter speed. As always, this rules mistake is ultimately on me. Now back to the action.
No, your guys' choice. I don't care either way.
Well, I can try. I'm already having to watch my footing.
10 minutes first.
Maybe by the time we get to the light, you'll just want the light in your shield, like the old days.
What do you mean old days? That's been my life.
We have done that a lot the past 3 years, I guess.
So yeah, this is kind of a constant, gradual downward slope. Again, nothing too crazy.
Should have just brought a sled.
What are people rolling for?
Stealthing,
Ice
I guess.
skates. I would roll for sneaking.
Okay.
Yeah,
Full
we're stealthing,
speed.
right?
Well, we were going
No.
for 10 minutes first.
Oh,
and
For the
then-
first 10 minutes.
What did you get for Stowe?
27.
Wonderful. I will say 10 minutes go by as you just head down this. Oh, are we all sneaking now?
Yeah.
Yes.
10.
20.
27.
Okay. Real quick to go over ice mechanics, because this is considered uneven ground. While on this, you are constantly considered to be flat-footed. Each time you are hit by an attack or fail a save, you must succeed a reflex save, or you fall prone.
Not for me, right? This
Correct.
doesn't
None
count.
of all of this is void for you. To move, you cannot take normal stride actions. You have to balance, which is a acrobatics check. On a failure, you remain stationary to keep your balance. On a critical failure, you fall and your turn immediately ends.
God.
On a success, you move up to your speed, treating it as difficult terrain. That's a difficult terrain. And on a critical success, you move up to your speed. So that's what you're working with.
How good's your dexterity? Or acrobatics?
Who are you talking to?
Is reflex save?
Diego.
Pretty good.
I probably should have taken those.
But yeah, you guys continue to move at half speed.
Are we
Everyone is
switching or are
stealthing.
you just keeping those?
I guess we can switch.
It's a
if you want.
dexterity. It's a
When you are
Acrobatics.
when you are to move is acrobatics. To not fall prone when you are hit or fail a save, it's a reflex save.
Just take the boots.
okay. I was gonna say the reflex wouldn't be as much of an issue, but the moving, I will not be able to move.
Were they boots that a dwarf used to wear?
They wrap around. It's chains, spike chains that wrap
okay.
around,
Good
so they
thing
can
I
be
walk
easily
barefoot.
adjusted.
Maybe
for
Renister
speed.
has really tiny feet.
Do I have any
don't
idea
talk
how
about it.
quick I can make those if we ever find metal?
I mean, it depends on your definition of quick. It would probably at minimum take a couple hours,
Okay.
and that's if you like do incredibly well. I mean, knowing you, possibility, but
Yeah, I can give you a fly speed, but then you have to do the thing where you spend an action if you don't move to do stuff. And I know with shield stuff,
How long does that last?
a minute, which is pretty good for a combat. 10 rounds of combat.
I mean, obviously he wouldn't put on you now, but
Right. I don't know.
I mean, that's
I feel like the boots might be fine.
Yeah. I think that's endlessly
Yeah.
better. But
Also, don't forget, if you don't have the boots, always considered flat-footed as well. But yeah, down you go. It doesn't really seem to move at all, left or right. It's always kind of this continual, gradual slope. It's not getting really any colder in here. Very dry air, completely silent except for you guys. An hour does go by. The dark vision runs out.
Lantern on.
Lantern on. Do you cast light on anything, Eamon?
And I guess you can go first then
Yeah, probably would make
because
sense.
you've got the boots.
if he already has a light, I'd rather the rest of us stay sneaky if
Okay,
we can.
wonderful.
So
Yeah.
I'll just stay where
No
we're
problem.
Okay, yeah, I'll be leading then. I'll have the lantern on, and then you guys can just be sneaking behind me.
Okay.
Oh no, I'm alone. I hope any robots don't.
So
come
you
out to
guys
get
are
me.
80 feet behind
You're the
Renister.
damsel in distress.
Because
80
that's
feet.
out of the light.
Oh.
40 feet of bright light, 40 feet of dim light.
It's not pointed anywhere. It's like a circle.
You know, yeah, it's a emanation.
Sure. I guess, yeah. If that's what it takes.
Yeah, 80 feet.
Okay.
I had a real quick
So-
question.
Yep.
On here, the spells I got from the occult list, those take from the same pool of spell slots, correct?
No. Each one of them, all of those 5 spells, you can cast each one of them once.
Okay,
And
that's
then
really good to know.
That's it. Yep. They do not take from the same spell slots. Hello, GM Jack here with a quick rules explanation. The occult spells Eamon is talking about here are from a new archetype he picked up during his work with the Sarev. His primal magic, as has been shown, is really good at blasting huge bursts of elemental magic and healing all sorts of wounds, but it's not the best for his work with the Sarev. Eamon's always had a way with words, which he's been able to hone into the innate ability to cast a select few enchantment and illusion spells, the kinds of things that are real handy for a spy. They're not quite as powerful as the magic he draws from his curse, nor are they as plentiful, but they've saved his ass more than a few times in the past 3 years. So if you hear Eamon talking about his other spells or his occult spells, this is what he's referring to. Now back to the action.
If we get into combat and I need to stride twice, do I roll 1 acrobatics check?
You have to take the balance action every time.
Every
as
time
a one action
I want to
activity.
stride.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So to stride twice, I have to balance twice.
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
I'm
honestly not gonna be stealthing behind Renister then.
Okay. You want to be up close to him?
Yeah.
With me?
Okay.
I just don't think
That's
it makes sense if he's out in the open anyway.
Yeah.
It's fine.
For you guys, it made
Yeah, I
makes more sense.
have range,
Yeah.
so it
you
helps,
are close
but-
range. So you would, you don't want to spend the first 2 turns of combat running on ice. Okay.
We'll be behind him.
So, like I said, none of the dimensions really change of this. It's roughly 20 feet in all dimensions at all times. Everything's ice. None of it's super smooth. Renister and Diego are kind of leading all of you, with Anahel name pending. Anahel's lantern at Renister's hip, emanating. It's like a platinum light.
Yeah.
Yeah. Peter, you motherfucker. Phosphorus, you name-changing motherfucker. Phosphorus and Eamon are just back 80 feet. Any, you guys moving together?
I don't see why not.
Yeah.
Is your stealth a lot better or worse than mine? One of us is invisible and the other one's
I
not.
rolled stupidly high.
Yeah,
Okay,
both of you, I
great.
think, actually rolled the exact same thing, 27, I believe.
jeez, yeah.
So,
Woo.
We can cast them all on fire and stay invisible together.
another hour goes by. You've traveled for 2 hours. Still going. Though granted you are moving half your normal speed. So you haven't made, it's not like this thing is insanely deep, but it is a lot deeper than you might have thought it was. Yes.
Big question. Did we bring the tablet?
Yeah. I would assume so.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would
You're
I
have.
was
following
assuming yes, but that wasn't
I
a
guess
part
we
of...
never talked about it.
Because that's kind of something to do while you're traveling and
Yeah.
walking.
I would
so
assume
didn't know
it's
if
one of
that was
those two.
Yeah, Diego
Stars
or
like
Renister.
Sorry, it's in my head. I'm like, wait.
Yeah.
We left our phones
yeah.
back at home.
That's a good point. It is
Oh,
continuing
shit.
to point basically directly where
keys.
this is going, which probably checks out that Zenod had his constructs dig all of this in this direction, right? Another hour goes by. Still nothing. Been moving for 3 hours.
Hoping 24 hours was not too tight of a time frame.
No shit.
Any changes? There doesn't have to be.
If you want us to re-roll for stuff, we can. But if not,
No, I'll
I'm happy keeping it
stuff.
27.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, stop.
Yeah, I think we're
Don't
going.
do that.
Teacher, we need homework.
I think we're going until something happens, or we hit 12 hours because
Okay.
12 hours we know we have to head back so
Yeah.
they
Wonderful.
don't leave us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We get out, the ship's flying away.
Just because I didn't specify, and it's probably obvious, but I have my flame whip and shield out.
Okay.
Diego's looking at the tablet.
A flame
Yeah.
whip.
Yes.
Yeah, I have the scorpion whip has a fire in it.
Yeah, it's always had fire on it. We just
Yeah,
kind of
and then I always say, "Get over here!" every time I pull it.
I've got my amulet out. Just
I have my hands ready.
Okay. As the one watching the tablet, Diego is the only one to miss this. But
iPad baby Diego.
around the 3.5, 4 hour, we'll call it 4 hour mark, just to keep it even hours. Probably 80 feet in front of you guys, you see the cave for the first time turns to like a sharp left. And you've noticed on the thing ever so slightly as you continue to walk, it's pointed a little bit more and more to the left. Obviously, though, there's no way to follow it, so I would have assumed you just... Deep into the mountain of ice, the party has gone, finally finding something, though plenty of lingering mysteries remain. Will they be forced to face the large, digging-focused construct? What awaits them behind the door they're looking for? Will they even be able to open it? All of this and more, next time on Dying 5.
If you enjoyed today's episode, consider leaving us a review on whatever platform you listen on. We'd love to hear your feedback. And if anyone in your life just can't get enough tabletop RPG action, send them our way. If tabletops have taught me anything, it's that good stories become great ones when you have some folks to share them with. And as always, thanks for listening.